So yeah, we'll come to a wide-kneed child, either extended with the arms, or they can be wrapped around the back, or along the sides, I mean, really. Okay, entirely up to you. But I like just bringing the knees wide to allow the chest to sink down a bit lower, let the forehead hang down there on the mat nicely, really releasing the neck, big toes touching. I'm using this posture to really start to breathe into the back of the ribs, so getting that 360-degree breathing. And you should have hopefully room for the tummy to expand in this pose. But I like it because it makes us think more about the back, because that's where we've got more freedom to sort of breathe deeply. So again, just remembering our breath isn't just about the belly, it's also about the back and the lower back, and also just getting us starting to engage with the core. And again, remembering the core is not just the tummy, the front of the tummy, it's also the lower back, glutes as well, thighs even could be classed as our core muscle, those stabilizing muscles in the body. Trying to deepen the inhalation and exhalation. If this is too much as well, you could always bring the hands together so you sort of lift the forehead up off the floor. If it's sort of too much and you're getting sort of almost too much dip in that middle of the back, sometimes I feel that. So having a block or something might feel quite nice, or hands or anything. Just coming to that point where you are committing to yourself, to spend some time with yourself, to spend some time with your body, not judging it, not judging its capabilities, but just noticing what's going on in it. Okay, guys, let's come up onto our hands and knees. So we'll do a little bit of cat-cow, okay, just to get into the back. And that can feel quite nice after being in that child's pose, again, especially if you feel that sort of dipping in the middle of the back. Oh, my eyesight's not really good. I'm going to have to start wearing glasses doing this class. No, it's not funny. Maybe I need to get contacts. Sort of squinting just to see who else is it. Lovely, guys. So dipping the belly down and then tucking the belly in. Okay, nice. Let's come to a tabletop position. So really flatten out. We're going to do some of those nice hip circles that we did before. So let's start by bringing the knee towards the chest, out to the side, all the way round, and then back under. Okay, so really what you're doing is you're kind of trying to draw a nice circle with the knee. We're going to do 10 on each side. Hi, Keely. Welcome, welcome. Try and keep everything else nice and still. And this is harder than it looks. So we really want to have that flat lower back. So we're not bending in the back when we're doing this. Okay, so knee towards the chest, out to the side, bringing it all around. It's really controlled. Okay. Well done, guys. And you'll find bits that are particularly sticky and hard to get the knee through, maybe. It might feel like lifting it through treacle. Okay, lovely. All right, when you've done about 10, something like 8 to 10, let's go the other way. So the knee's going to go back, out to the side, in towards the sort of chest. Don't worry if it's not there, wherever it feels good. Kicking that heel up and back, out to the side and round. Okay, so as I said, just concentrate on keeping the rest of the body really still, because you're going to feel these basically. I hope, anyway, it's going to do you some good. If you've got massive flexibility in your hips, fantastic, good for you. But I think for most people, this is feeling somewhat stiff and, like I say, very sticky in places. But don't rush it, sort of just embrace those spots because that's where you're going to see the improvement. Okay. Well done, everyone. So again, once you've done about sort of 8 or 10 in that direction, we'll put the knee down. It's amazing how it engages lots of other parts of the body. So let's go with the other side. I might just turn around here. So bringing it in towards the chest, out to the side, back and round. Or actually, this is, I'm going a different way. No, am I? Oh my gosh. Anyway, do one way and then we're going to do the other. I've got serious, like, left and right dyslexia. I can't remember which way I went before. It's just turning around on the mat, basically. This orientates me. Okay, guys, good. Keep it nice and still in the back. Coming around again, about 8 to 10 in one direction. No, I think this was the first direction I did on the other side, actually. Well done, guys. Good. Keep it going again. Just sort of go through those points. Tricky. It's actually quite hard work as well. You'll be building some heat in the body here. Okay, and then probably ready to switch around. So again, this time knee up, in, out to the side, kick the heel up, and then back in. Okay, or just do the other way, whatever way you want doing. Okay, lovely. So even though this is very much hip exercise, you will probably feel your core really firing up here to stabilize. Oh my goodness, yeah, it's tough. All right, we're nearly there. A few more. Keep everything else as still as possible, getting that maximum circle in the hips. Lovely. All right, and then when you're done, you might just like to want to come and sit on the heels a moment, stretch out the feet. I always find I sort of tense my feet a bit. Hello, Joe, as well. I can see you now. Hello, lovely. Welcome, welcome. All right, and then we're going to go on to the back. So just doing a little bit of ab work. Okay, so well, let's start with some leg lowers, a bit of a variation on what we've done before. So option here, ideally keeping the head and shoulders lifted, but you might like to reach the arms up, okay, as well. But danger here is straining the neck, all right? So either support or reach out. What we're going to do is one leg lower, other side leg lower, both together. All right, nice, okay, lift it up. One, and then two, and then both together, okay? If that's too much, remember you can always bend the legs. Yeah, when you're doing those doubles, I'm sure you can all do singles, fine, but you can always bend the legs halfway down, just touch the heels, come up, okay? Don't worry if you can't remember which leg you've led with. It doesn't really matter. In fact, it would be good to alternate. Now, if at this point the neck is too much and you start feeling this strain here, use the fingers behind the head, interlace them and support. Okay, we're going to do 4 more or thereabouts. So doing 10 of these in total. Together. Woo. Starting to build now. It's really starting to build. Excellent. Very nice. Good. Just a couple more. 1 and 2. Nice and slowly. Together. And last one. Okay, feeling the heat. Feeling the heat. Well done, guys. Hug it in. Okay. Breathe and relax. All right, that's the only one we're going to do today. Okay, just the one we might throw a bit more in later. Let's come up onto the feet, hanging on the head. Have that nice generous bend in the knees. Let it go. And then we'll inhale, just rolling up the spine a moment. All right, guys, just move me back a little bit here. All right, let's get straight into it tonight. My plan, because I did it earlier, and now I can't remember. Okay, inhale. Let's come into this looking up to thumbs. Oh, exhale, folding down. I'm just going to adjust my
screen because I've cut myself off.
Inhale, halfway lift, extending out. Exhale, fold. Inhale, left foot is going to go back. We're going to find a little low runner's lunge a minute. So just keep the fingers on the floor. Just going to rock back and forwards a little bit here. So just getting in to the hips. Okay, just a nice little rock, pulsing backwards and forwards, getting some movement in there. Well done. And then we'll scoop up the arms. And again, rather than just sort of dumping forward, keep the glutes turned on here, thighs, sort of that slight internal rotation. So keeping the knee above the ankle. Good. Well done. Really reach through the fingertips. Okay, so I really want to find that balance today between kind of strength and integrity in our postures, but without tensing, okay, too much where it's not necessary. Untuck the toes if you like. Well done. Let's take the hands down. It's going to come back into our plank. Roll the shoulders back. And again here, we want strength and we want the muscles to be engaged. We want the legs to be straight. So engaged, we don't want them to be flopping, we don't want to be like this and this, you know, nice and engaged, but at the same time, you know, not creating such tension that's unnecessary. Relax the neck. Big breaths. Use the mouth if you need to tonight, wherever. Very good, almost there. And 3, 2, 1. Knees can come down, or otherwise slowly, slowly to the floor. Coming into some sort of cobra, low cobra, whatever works for you. Nice, guys. Elongate the legs behind you. Find that length in the upper body, front and back. And then exhaling, tuck the toes. Let's find our downward dog. Really good. Well done, guys. Breathing here, just take a moment. Find your comfortable downward dog, crown of the head towards the floor, and then big step forward with the left foot. Okay, so again, we're gonna just build a little bit on what we did last time, coming into our Hanumasana. Okay, we're not gonna go as deep, don't worry, but again, we're gonna rock back on to the heel and then just come forward again. Okay, so just pulsing a little bit here. Okay, forward. Great, you could have blocks here under the hands if you need them, but otherwise you can be on the fingertips and slide the hands back if you need to. They can slide forward. Yeah, good. Very nice. Let's just do a couple more on this side. Lovely. And then on this last one, we're just going to come forward and just bring our right foot to meet. Exhale, fold. Inhale, all the way up. Lovely. Let's go back down again. Exhale. Inhaling, hopefully feeling quite flowy. Exhale, right foot going back. Again, we're in our low lunge here. So we're just a little bit different. We're not sort of going all the way back here, just pulsing a little bit. Good. This leg's hopefully going to feel quite loose about now. Lovely. And then we'll take the arms up, finding our nice sort of low lunge again, untucking the back toes. 1. Very good. Excellent. And then taking the hands down, step it back. We're going to find our elbow plank today, guys. Interlace the fingers, pushing down with the forearms. Excellent. Breathing here. Well done. Again, find that nice strength in the body, shoulders shifting back. Strong legs. But again, just sort of keep it easy in the shoulders as much as possible, the neck. Breathing. Breathing should be fluid, not holding on to it. Very good. And then option. We're going to either lower down with the tummy or coming up into our high plank and then lower finding your cobra. Okay, guys, well done. All right, breathing here. Nice. Feel that stretch all the way down to the belly. Feel the lower back engage. So again, this is actually engaging our core, even though you might not consider it much of a core exercise, but it is. Exhale, chest to floor, hands either side, tuck the toes. Downward facing dog. Breathing here. Well done. Big step forward. Where's our right foot? Again, we're going to find that Hanumasana. So calming back and forwards. Lovely. So much joy getting into these hips and the hamstrings. Well done, everyone. Good. Lovely. Very good. Good, good, good. Almost there. Two more. And back onto the heel, coming forward. Last one. Excellent. And then again, just sliding that back foot towards the front. Exhale. And then inhale all the way up. Look up to thumbs. Very nice. Okay, guys, have a little rest. I kind of feel guilty because we did a bit of stretching there. But now we're going to contract those muscles, okay? So, I know you're not going to love this, probably, but it's such a good exercise. We're not going to do loads, but we are going to do some squat jumps, which I haven't done for ages, okay? So, we're going to do 5 squat jumps, burpee, okay? Jump forward, another 5 squat jumps, okay? So, squat jumps are going to go into a squat, push off through the balls of the feet, landing with the knees bent, okay? So 5 of these, 3, 2, and 1, and then we're going to place the hands back, chop the feet back. We're just going to hang there in that plank, forward and up, okay? And 5 more. Landing nice and deep in these squats. If you don't want the impact, obviously just take these into normal squats, yeah? Without the jump. Back into plank, forward, jump up, okay? Really good. So I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, how many are we doing in these, Tina? We're going to do 5 rounds of 5, okay? Gonna be okay, I promise. All right. We're nearly there. 3, 4, 5. Never has a burpee felt so relaxing. All right. Don't forget that jump at the top. Okay. Last 5 squat jumps. You have to get that height when you're on those last ones. Woo. All right. Short but sweet. Okay. Well done, everyone. Super out of breath. Okay, let's go into our flow. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, extend. Exhale, fold. Lovely. Left foot going back. We're going to stay in a high runner's lunge this time, guys. So again, we're just going to go sort of forward and back here. If you want to go further, you might be able to rock onto the heel here if you want to. Okay, so just really developing then this hamstring flexibility. Very good. Well done. We're going to stay just here as well for a couple of breaths. So we're not going to even lift up in this lunge. We're just going to hold it. Get your breath back, or for me to get my breath back. Really good. And then a step back into our plank. Okay, so here we're going to do some plank squats. I know. Send the hips back. Okay, so you're pushing the hips back on the heels, back into plank. Okay, let's try and do 10 of these. Push the heels back, the hands stay where they are. Come into plank, okay? Well done, everyone. This is a very good thigh workout today. And when we come into this plank position, really make sure we're turning on the tummy, the lower back. Well done. 5 more. Lovely. And 4. After those squat jumps, I know this is really quite mean, but we're nearly there. 3, 2, and last one. So you might want to chaturanga. I mean, we haven't been doing a lot with the arms. You might be able to do this, no problem. But otherwise, come into your cobra, whatever feels good. Inhaling, tucking the toes, finding your way into your downward facing dog. Woo, take a couple of breaths here a minute. Breathe. Very good, guys. Lovely. I'm actually just going to whiz around the other way for this. Okay, so we're going to step forward with our left foot. Let's find our warrior 1, or could just be high lunge if that's what you want. You want to bring the foot down and make it a more technically accurate warrior 1, then do square the hips wherever you are. Very good. We're going to come into our warrior 2. So adjust. Lovely, guys. Yeah, well done. So again here, you know, we don't want to be leaning backwards, tucking, like sticking the tummy out. We don't want our bum sticking out. We want that nice balance between, nice and tall through the body. Very good. Now, do you remember we did this last time? We're going to take the weight backwards, okay? Shift the weight back and try and come onto that heel, okay? Looking towards the leg, looking out in the front, whatever works for you. Hold it a moment. Try and lift the chest a little bit here. Breathe. Take it all the way back forward, okay? I am going to be mean and take it up into our half moon pose even. Yeah, grab your block, or you might want a bolster or something here, okay? Fingers diagonally away from that little toe. Yeah, take your time, grab anything you need to. It makes a huge difference when you lift the floor up. Maybe taking that to a palm up if it's available. And then if you want to do this, perhaps grabbing that foot, bringing the heel in, and then really pushing into the hands so you can get that knee lifted up as high as possible. Let me just have a quick quiz. How are you guys doing? Nice. Well done. Very good. Well done, Jules. Yes, Joe. Really good. So keep pushing that foot into the hand to get that lift. Well done. Slowly just releasing, bringing that right foot down alongside the left. Let the head go. And then inhale, coming all the way up. Well done. I know I'm being a bit mean, but you know, you guys are fine. You can challenge yourself with all of this stuff. So if you want your block again, or your something to go into your half moon, then grab it. All right, so yes, I am going to do this again. 5, lots of 5 squat jumps with that burpee interlude. Okay, let's do it. Okay, the breath, we've got the breath back. So we're ready to go again. 5, and then jump the feet back, put it in. Don't forget that little jump up. Okay, good. So it's all about trying to land nice and deep. I'm really pushing off through the balls of the feet, or you can, basically. But by the end, there's very little height that's going on. You can do it, okay? And that's what we say. Make those squat jumps to really count, okay? All in all, we're not doing that many. They're hard, no doubt about it. I think we're on the last little round here, okay? Really push off. That last one was pathetic. I just did. Okay, guys. I think we're there. Yes. All right, let's keep going because I want to keep the heart rate up. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, halfway lift. Oh, exhale forward. Well done. Right foot going back. Again, we're going to keep that back knee off a moment and maybe just doing a little bit of rocking here. Might just keep the foot down. Yeah, you might rock back onto the heel. You might do a bit of both. No judgment. Okay, just trying to get into the hamstring. You should be super warm by now. Lovely, well done. And then we're going to come back into that flank. Yes, last time, I know. Okay, if you don't want to do it, you could just hang out in the plank. Otherwise, heels, sorry, bottom to heels, a bit like that extended child's pose. 10 of these. Don't forget to engage the butt, engage lower back and the abs in our plank. Good. You can do it. Nearly there. Lovely. Couple more. And then the last one. Fabulous. And up to you. Maybe you can vinyasa up to upward facing dog, but wherever you are. Well done, guys. Open up the chest. Elongate through the body. Tuck the toes. Exhaling. Stay here a moment. Let the crown go towards the floor. Big breath. Well done. Big step forward. Look, right foot. Finding our warrior one or high lunge, if you have a preference. You know, warrior one is more awkward, for sure, because it's quite hard to get the feet down. You know, the heels kind of want to lift up and to get the hips square, okay? But remember, you can use those train tracks. Yeah, not dumping, not pushing the tummy too far forward here. Strong back leg. Maximum bend. Opening up. Warrior two, just check the feet. Well done, guys. Again, strong back leg, but this one's a bit more giving. Just don't let that knee collapse in. Keep it out. Yeah, nice. Chest completely in line with the hips. Breathe here. Well done, guys. Lovely. All right, we're going to take the weight all the way back, coming onto that front heel. You might find one side easier than the other. This is definitely mine, where I can keep the chest lifted. Okay, well done. Breathing here. Pull the prayer in more towards the chest, if you can. Good. Breathe. Lovely. And then, oh, coming all the way up. And then coming into our half moon, okay? So again, grab anything if you need it to lift. Lovely, get that support. Well done, guys. Again, super strong legs here. Yeah, well done. You can stay there. You can lift the arm. You might take the gaze up. You might want to grab that foot, depending on where you are at today. Okay, don't worry if that's not happening. Stay in another level of this posture. Push the foot into the hand. Get that lift up in the hips. Well done, really nice. Good job. Push it into the hand. Yeah. It's just, you know what, even a tiny little bit really makes a big difference here. Well done, guys. Bring that foot back down. Find your forward fold. And then inhale. Coming all the way up, looking up to thumbs. Bravo. Brava, maybe, to all of you. Really good, okay? Breathe. Just get your breath back. That was definitely the hardest part, okay? Bite along.
a long knot. Okay, so the next bit, we're going to bring it down onto the floor a bit more. So perhaps having some props again, yeah. So bolster, maybe some blocks or cushions or something. We're going to do a lizard here, so you might want to come down into it, but again, it's no biggie. Yeah, you can decide. Oh, okay, so let's start off. I know this isn't going to be very popular today, but the chair, let's just take it. We're working into our glutes, our legs, tucking under slightly with that tailbone. Very good. Well done, guys. Lift it up, look up. Well done. Just really shoot through those fingers. In every posture where we're extending our arms, I want you to extend all the way through the fingers. Using more muscles in the arms, shoulders, fingers, wrists, everything. Well done. Big inhale. Exhale, folding. Oh, let go of the head. Inhale into our halfway lift. Really extend it out. Exhale, fold. Just jump or step back. Taking your vinyasa of choice. Big inhale. Well done. Exhale, downward facing dog. Really good, everyone. Lovely. We're going to lizard forward with our left foot, okay? So outside of our left hand, okay? Now, lots of choices here, okay? Let's maybe just bring that back knee down just to begin with. You can untuck the toes, you can have them tucked, okay? You might like to be up in your high lizard, your more runner's lunge lizard, okay? You might like to just keep it low, make it more of a yin posture. You might like to bring your blocks in here. Let's swivel round a moment, okay? So you might like to come all the way down onto the elbows, but that might just not be possible, okay? So you can stay up wherever you are. Wherever you are, try and just hold it and breathe. And it doesn't, in this pose, it doesn't really matter if this knee wants to go out a bit either, yeah? If it wants to float out, that's okay. Yeah, we're not doing a twisted lizard here, but I'm also not desperate to keep it in the center. I'm trying to sort of keep my foot down, but I'm letting my knee do a bit of what it wants, okay? But like I say, different versions will suit you, okay? Holding it there, lovely. This is just, I hope you feel this way, might not be the most comfortable, but it is one of the nicest postures just to really deeply try and relax into. And what's interesting is you find, you know, so much is going on in this front left hip that you sort of forget that there's stuff going on down in the right hip as well. You can always slide that knee back a little bit more. Well done, guys. Breathing here. Fabulous. And then you might like to, if you want to, you could open up a bit into a twisty lizard, either with the arm down on your blocks here, yeah, or you might be up on your fingers somewhere and you might want to use your hands. And then you are coming onto the side of the foot. You're opening up, all that top shoulder away from you. So again, up to you. You could be doing this in a high position. I will do that sometimes, but I want to try and relax the rest of the body. Good. Good. Yeah. Maybe just taking that gaze over the left shoulder, it really opens up the collarbone here, opens up the chest, opens up the hips. Okay, guys, well done. Now, we're going to send our weight backwards here, okay? Going to come into a half hero pose, yeah? This is where we have this foot alongside. Now, options here, okay, is you do want that heel alongside so that you can try and get both butt cheeks on the floor, but if that's weird, you could always prop up a little bit, maybe with the left butt cheek, if that's better. Okay, and the reason I say that is because we're going to forward fold here with the leg in that half hero, okay? If that's really uncomfortable, by the way, you can't stay there, come into a Janu Shasana with the right foot alongside the knee. I'm pretty much sure most can all do that, okay? So maybe there's a bit of a prop, maybe there's a bit of a blanket, okay? And as usual, let's go into this forward fold, extending the arms, really pulling forward from the belly button here, and it's harder because there's more restriction here, okay? Got sort of more restriction around the belly, need to sort of lift up and out. Our pelvis is struggling to sort of tilt like it normally would in our Janu Shasana. You might want to move your leg into a slightly more favourable spot as well for you to move towards. Okay, so don't be alarmed that you're not maybe getting as low as you normally would. If you can't reach the foot, no problem, grab whatever you can. And here, you know, lean, like to let go of the head might be just too far. So you don't have to, just stay here and breathe. Just going to have a look at everyone and then shimmy around the other side. See where you are. So again, take it back to the breath. Wonderful. Guys, great. Well done. Stay where you are a moment. Lovely. And then we're going to slowly just walk up a little bit here. Now, we're going to take it backwards. We're still not going to move this leg. Yeah. And again, if you're in the Janu Shasana, that's fine as well. But maybe you might want to come back into a recline situation here. All right. So again, just showing you here. That foot is alongside the bottom. I'm in that half reclined hero at the moment. That might be enough. You might want to go all the way back. Okay, you can do. Yeah. Try and keep the knee down. All right. That's a bit weird from that angle. Yeah, try and keep the knee down as much as possible. All right. So if it's lifting up, it's a sign that you probably need to come up more with the body. If it stays down, you can probably go a little bit further, but wherever feels good. Okay, if it's too awkward to sit like this, you might want to go all the way back. Or again, you could support yourself with a bolster behind you. Just breathe here. Lovely. So you're getting that nice stretch down the thigh. You might be feeling quite a pull across the knee. All right, if it's sharp and it's really painful, don't do it. Okay, that's just a rule. Everything. If it's like a pull, but you're like, okay, that's good. Okay. We want to kind of stress our ligaments and our tendons. So ligaments, bone to bone. Yeah, tendons, muscle to bone, connecting the muscles to bone. So we want to stress them a little bit. It strengthens them once they've recovered from that stress. All right, guys, so let's come up nice and slowly here. Let's bring our other leg around a second, okay? You might want to just have a little push back into your child just to even things up, but we'll come back to that in a minute. Let's take our downward dog again. Maybe having a little walk out as well if your feet need a little bit of a hand here. Yeah, well done. All right, guys, so this time we're going to take our right foot forward into our lizard. So bring both hands inside that right foot. Maybe do a little rocking back and forwards or taking that foot down, maybe untucking the toes, and then again find that nice relaxing lizard. So you might want to bring your blocks in. You might just be happy to hang where you were. Okay, so again, sides might be slightly different. I'm definitely a bit stiffer on this side, I think. Okay, but wherever you are, breathing. And it is quite a yin posture, this, so something that we hang out in. Breathing into those areas of the body that need it.
And maybe just observing what comes up into our heads when we're putting in the work in these postures. You don't need to do anything about it, just sort of be the observer. Again, it's entirely up to you, but maybe there's a bit where you want to just play around with this a bit, come into that twisted lizard. Actually, maybe with or without block, or remember you can come back to this on other days. And sort of, keeping some strength in the body, and then just trying to relax those bits that don't need to be involved. Well done. And then again, coming back, so taking the weight back here. The right leg is forward. We're sinking back onto the floor. So left heel's just outside that left butt cheek. Maybe you feel a bit off center and a bit here. So pop something underneath, cushion, blanket if you need a little prop. It might not even be much, just maybe that tiny bit. Try and get both butt cheeks somewhere on the floor here. And then again, we'll go into this forward fold by reaching the arms up, extend from the belly button, and then grabbing onto whatever's there. Okay, leading with the chin. And again, just have a little expectation here about where you're going. Just let it sort of happen. Just be still, just breathe. Big deep breath. Nice, well done. I can stay here for a lot longer, but I'm not going to. We're going to come back, okay, and then this time, yeah, you might just stay here. You might recline a little bit onto the elbows. You might want to go all the way back. So again, just sort of find that posture that you can hang out in. There's definitely some work going on. It's not pain, it's not sharp pain or nervy pain is the other thing obviously you want to avoid. But if it's just a stretch and a little bit of a pull, go for it. And also just be aware, I think you're all going to be doing this roughly on carpet, some of you maybe not, but having that padding, having some support underneath the joints, the feet, that is quite important, because you don't want to be agonizing, you don't want to feel that agony of something just being uncomfortable from digging in. So there's no harm in have a second mat, have a towel or a blanket to hand to pop under these things. Okay, just a little bit more here, evening things up. Lovely, 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 well done. And then you'll come up nice and slowly, again, sliding that right foot back a moment. Let's take it into our wide child pose again. What let's do is really stretch the arms out here, just sort of evening up things in the spine, in the pelvis. Let go, a couple of breaths here. Fantastic. Well done, everyone. And then we'll come onto our back. Let's take our inversion. Okay, so it's totally up to you what you want to get into. Okay, I'm going to go into a bridge again today, but I'm going to use a block to put between my knees. So if you want to join me,
doing something slightly different in a bridge, then please do, but by all means, go into your handstands, shoulder stands, legs up the wall, whatever you want. Okay, we won't be up too long because we're wrapping up before we come into our Shavasana. So my block actually isn't that great. You guys might have bricks, which are a bit better. This isn't particularly a good distance. Ideally, I'd want something about 2 fists apart so that my knees are about shoulder distance. I might just probably use 2 blocks here. So what I'm going to do is just pop those blocks between my thighs, and I'm going to take them with me as I go up into my bridge, okay? So if you fancy doing that, then you can. I might just wiggle the heels in just a little bit more here. And then again, once I'm up, I want to think about what I'm holding on to, the blocks. I'm using my legs, but what I want to let go of is my shoulders, my upper back. I want to relax that. Breathing here. But by holding these blocks, I'm totally changing this posture, and there's a lot more work going on in the lower half, without doubt. I can feel all the bits of the body that are supposed to be working in bridge. They're working. Lower belly, lower back, glutes, thighs, front and back, adductors, those muscles that move the thighs towards each other. It's all going on. Even more work in my lower legs. I'm going to slowly come down from that bridge, but you guys can do whatever you want. Do some variations in your inversions if you're up. If you've done your bridge, then maybe hugging the knees in. No rush to come down, okay? These last few minutes, completely up to you what you want to do. If you have come down, then maybe hugging the knees in, having a little lower back massage here. Maybe taking it into a happy baby, perhaps, again, just massaging the back, middle of the back, lower back. Feels really nice. Getting to the hips a little bit more, if your hips can take any more. And finally, we'll come into our supine twist. Again, any kind of supine twist will do. Trying to take maybe 5 deep breaths on one side, looking over the other shoulder. Down 5 deep breaths on one side, and again, there's no rush. Slowly taking them over to the other. You can support the knees. You need to, with, again, bolster or blocks. And the shoulders, the neck. And then finally hugging knees in again. If you needed to stand and do a neck release, hanging the head between wide legs, wide-legged forward fold, then you can do. Otherwise, getting yourself nice and comfy for our Shavasana. Okay, well done, guys. Really good. I know we did some hard work at the beginning, but hopefully it's been quite nice and some long holds there. Really getting into the hips and really sort of training our minds about what we need to hold on to and what we don't. So get something a bit warmer on, wolves, to get your socks on, pillows, eye mask, whatever, turning the lights off. And then finding that super comfy spot. You don't have to hold on to a deeper breath anymore. But if you want something to focus on, then definitely focus on your breathing. You're just trying to come back to it when the mind is wandering off too much. So it shouldn't be too much of an effort in this kind of meditative state, the Shavasana. Hopefully, you can find that happy medium where you're relaxing, but not letting the mind race away. I will put you on, or me on mute even, and I will bring you round in a few minutes. want to make your Shavasana longer, then please feel free to stay where you are. Otherwise, just making some small movements in the body, fingers, toes, wrists, ankles, stretching the limbs away from each other. And then maybe hugging everything in towards the center. Giving yourself a little thank you for some time working hard. And then some relaxation. Again, that sort of balance between strength and then yielding in our postures, in the whole practice, throughout the day, ideally as well, getting that balance right, so important. And then we'll move just onto one side a moment, keeping it hugged in. Maybe keep the eyes closed just a little bit longer. And we'll slowly push ourselves up into a seated position, nice tall back, maybe feeling that energy still around the middle of the body and the legs. Letting that work settle in. Lift up the arms, looking up the thumbs, bringing the hands to heart center. Thank you guys, namaste. Thank you for working so hard. Yeah, try and practice a couple of those things in the week if they've been useful to your hips or your mind. And I will look forward to seeing you next week. I hope if you can make it. Sleep well, guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye. Bye. Bye. Bye. Bye. Bye.